Good morning.
Morning.
How are we?
Great.
Very summary.
You have to be, yeah. Someone's got to bring some like this, yeah.
Certainly doing that.
Morning, Eddie.
Good morning, Mark.
6 points, 2 games, 6 in the Premier League. What would you put down a good start to?
I think we had a good pre-season. I was really pleased with how that went. Lads looked very motivated from day one, to be fair. They really did come back with a great attitude to their work and carried that through pre-season. Now, yeah, we've had 2 games. It's very early days, 2 good wins, and we're looking forward to the next challenge.
A lot of the players that have done media over the start of the season have said there's a real togetherness, a real unity within the squad this summer and this season. Is that something you've been actively working on, trying to bring everyone together?
Always working on that part of the game. You know, trying to get the squad to buy into having one goal, one common goal, which is the team, and putting all their individual interest not away, but just focusing on the team and making sure the team's the most important thing, and then the individuals will all benefit from that. So I've been really pleased with how they've, and I said during pre-season, how they've taken to every challenge that I've given them. Every time I've asked them to work harder, go again, they've done it. And at the moment, individually and collectively, I think they're reaping the benefits of that. So early days, as I said, but you know, good signs.
Early days, just 2 games in, but with the way you've started the season, does this excite you for what Bournemouth could potentially achieve and the way they could perform throughout the campaign?
Well, I think we've shown in the 2 games some really good signs of what the team could be, glimpses of what the future may hold, but we've still got to deliver that. And as we know from the Premier League, how difficult it can be. I'm excited that the group and the team have played so well in the 2 games, but knowing there's more to come. You know, there's players that we haven't seen yet I think can really contribute to the season. I think that's really exciting for everybody. The strength and depth that we have, although not high in numbers, is high in quality. So yeah, I'm excited about the next week to come. We've got 2 games and a good opportunity to see everyone play.
And Bournemouth can obviously get better, which is an exciting thing for you and the fans.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm always going to say that. You know, there's never a point where I'm really happy with that. You know, we're at our maximum. There's always more we can improve. There's always areas we can take the team that we've not gone before. And individually, I know the players can still achieve great things from this current position.
Everton up next. What are your thoughts ahead of that one?
Yeah, difficult game. I think Marco's done well with the team that he's inherited. You know, he's only been there a short time, but I think he's made definite changes to their way of playing. You can see that they're implementing new things and doing that really well. They've had two good results so far. It looks like another team in form. So you know, I think it'll be a really good game. I think it'll be a very attractive game. I think you'll have 2 teams playing a good style of football. So looking forward to it.
How different will Everton's style be compared to the 2 teams you've faced in Cardiff and West Ham so far this season?
Yeah, I think every team's slightly different. I don't think there are any 2 teams that are exactly the same in the Premier League. I think that's what makes the league what it is. I think you're always coming up against a different challenge. Everton have got some really good attacking players, match winners in their team that we're going to have to be aware of. Threat from set plays, all the things that most Premier League teams are that they can hurt you with. But certainly against that, the way that we're playing, the way that we're attacking, I think we can cause teams problems as well. So that's why I say I think it'll be a good game.
One of their key summer signings, Richarlison, has started the season really well. How do you stop a player like him who's hit the ground running and seems to have upped his game since he was at Watford?
Yeah, he's made a really good start, and as he did to the season last year. So we played against him when he was at Watford and aware of his strengths. Certainly, I think he's a good young player. I think he'll only get better under a very good manager. So I think, as always, when it comes down to individuals, it's about stopping their team functioning in the way that they want to and imposing ourselves in the game.
What's the team used for Bournemouth ahead of that one?
We're pretty good. So we had, I think, 5 players play midweek for the reserves, which was a good exercise and a good outing. They all came through that game fine with no injury problems. So I think we're as we were.
Lyle Taylor and Junior Stanislas, are they in contention for this weekend?
No, they're still out. So Junior is still progressing well, but not ready, and Kyle hasn't trained yet.
You touched upon the reserve game against Brentford in the week. How nice was it to see Jefferson Lerma play in a Bournemouth shirt for the first time?
Yeah, it was nice. I thought he did really well. His attitude to the game was first class. His fitness levels looked very good. So I was very pleased with his performance, as I was everyone that played. Good exercise, and they'll be better for the game.
And again, Diego Rico not available for this weekend, but some match action there. You're beginning to see the qualities he possesses.
Yeah, I mean, athletically, he was very good again. He was up and down, really pushed himself, which is what you want to see. I think in the 2 games, when I look back to the pre-season game he played here as well, impressed in both games.
And Jefferson, will he potentially be involved this weekend? Can we see him play in the Premier League?
Yeah, you'll have to wait and see.
Obviously, it's been a great start for Callum Wilson. Steve Cook said this week that he believes Callum Wilson can challenge the likes of Harry Kane and Sergio Aguero for the Golden Boot. He's that good and has that much quality. Is that something you would echo?
I would go a different route. I would say that I just want to see Callum give his all in every game, and to be honest, he's done that throughout his time here. But just small steps, give your best in every game, play well, see what happens. I wouldn't want to be putting too much pressure on him or increase the expectation of everyone else around him. I think small processes are really important. So his work rate, his willingness to press, to close down, all those things that I think are hallmarks of his best performances. If he does all those things, I'm sure he'll score goals.
You obviously want all your players to succeed and do well, but when you've got a player like Callum who had a series of serious knee injuries, which obviously you had throughout your career, does it warm you a little bit more because he's overcome that hurdle?
I think you admire anyone that shows the mental strength when things are difficult, to keep professional, to keep doing the right things, to keep your positivity in difficult moments. I think you always admire people that do that. Callum certainly did that during his injury period, and he's reaped the benefits since he's come back. So I wouldn't say I look at it any differently from any other player, but certainly respect the process he's been through and how well he's done.
The EFL loan window is still open. Have you had any approaches for any players, perhaps your fringe players or your younger players, to go out to EFL clubs to gain experience?
I think there was well documented. Jack Simpson's had a little bit of interest, which we've declined. We want to keep Jack with us. We have a small squad. We've got 20 fit senior professionals at the moment, so I'd be reluctant to lose anybody.
So Jack won't be going anywhere this window. Thank you.
Eddie, on Callum, he stayed remarkably positive through those really low periods of his injury. When he scores a goal like he did on Saturday, what does that do? Can he get any bouncier?
Bouncier, it's a great word. No, I think Callum's always bouncy. He is. He's got that positive vibe. He's got energy, positive energy, and I think that's what makes him such a well-liked member of the squad. So I think he was pleased with the goal, as everyone was for him. The team certainly needed that in the moment of the game. So I'm sure it would do his confidence levels no harm.
And what about the general mood? I imagine it can't be more different to this stage last season, can it, when you started in very opposite fashion?
Yeah, but I think one of our qualities is that we always stay very level and grounded. So last season, I don't think there was any panic. I don't think there was any huge negative reaction to the results we had. Of course, we were disappointed and wanted to do better. And of course, when you win, everyone comes in, as I said earlier, in a more confident frame of mind. But we know it's early and we know a lot can change. So I think it's very important that we stayed very grounded and continue to work really hard on the training pitch, which the lads have done this week.
And how significant was the win here against Everton last season?
Yeah, it was huge. I was just saying earlier in an interview that the games against Everton have had huge bearings on our season. When you think back to the 3-3 draw we had here in our first season in the Premier League, that was a real turning point for us. On the back of that, we were able to then go and get the wins against Manchester United and Chelsea. And I think the Everton result was the key turning point to us just believing that we could get those wins. And then last year, as you say, it was a huge win late in the game. We'd had a few games around the period, around that game, where we hadn't won and we should have done. So it was nice to actually finally win, and that set us off on a good run.
The 3-3 was the first sort of famous comeback. You've had so many. One of the players said this week that there was talk in the dressing room at half-time at West Ham of how coming back again last tone for the season? Is that the message you're putting across?
I think I was trying to put several messages across. Just that, although it's early in the season, I think the early results do set the tone of what may come later on. And I think we very much wanted our season to still be viewed as the start of the season to be viewed as a positive one and as a success. And let's keep this run going as long as we could. So all those messages mixed together to say, look, let's not settle for a negative result. Let's not settle for a draw. Let's go out and try and win the game. And thankfully, we started the second half really brightly and got the goal that changed the momentum of the match. So we're very keen to do the same again this weekend.
Thank you. Maybe just one question from me. I know we're only 2 games in, but quite a different start to last season. Anything in particular you've done different this time round? What would you put this down to?
We've done loads different in terms of, I've said before, our pre-season training, the games that we had, loads and loads of changes. But I'd say the biggest difference has probably been the players' mentality to their training, to as I say, everything that I've asked them to do. The group's been very focused, very aware that we need to start better. So I think that's been a great thing from my perspective. We've just been able to push them along and work them really hard with them giving everything to every training session.